So peace is very much in my heart at the moment. I'm wanting to bring our attention to peace today. So I'm going to begin with a peace chant, Om Shanti, peace in Sanskrit. And it's actually designed as a walking meditation, so if you choose you can just walk as we sing, or you can just sit and allow your attention to wander to your inner world, wherever you need more peace there, peace between the warring parts of ourselves, and then also consciously bringing peace to anywhere in the world that you feel particularly needs it right now. Of course, I'm thinking of Ukraine and also the other places that are actively at war at the moment. So, Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Well, let's reach out. Let's take hands in our virtual circle. Let's call with our Sufi invocation on greater unity, greater love, harmony and beauty. Calling it out of ourselves, recognizing it in those here in our circle, sending it out into the world, towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the message, the mystery, the miracle, the Mother, the Spirit of guidance. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Begin in the name of the only being who is all mercy, all compassion. Let's take a few breaths, just connecting with the illuminated souls, whatever you imagine those to be, maybe an inspired guide or guru, somebody you know or somebody that you've read about. Just feeling a heart connection with that illuminated soul. Breathing back and forwards between your heart and their heart. And as you breathe into your own heart, remembering, realizing that, of course, you are also an illuminated soul. Each one of us, rays of the one light. Each ray refracted through a different lamp glass. So it gives the illusion of all these different separate beings. As we do this work together, polishing the glass of the lamp so that the light shines more purely and clearly and freely. Realizing that, as Rumi says, two earthenware lamps next to each other are not the same, but their light joins and becomes one. So let's use these words, calling on the Buddha of infinite light. Om Namo Amitabhaya. Om Namo Amitabhaya. The Amida Buddha, the Buddha of infinite light. Amitabhaya. Buddhaya, Dharmaya, Sanghaya. Calling on the Buddha and the Dharma, the sacred teachings, and the Sangha, this sacred community, Om Namo, Om Namo, Om Namo Amitabhaya. Om Namo Amitabhaya. Buddhaya Dharmaya Sanghaya. Om Namo Amitabhaya. Buddhaya Dharmaya Sanghaya. We're going to take that down a little bit. Let's try it. But let's try it here. Om Namo Amitabhaya. Buddhaya Dharmaya Sanghaya. Om Namo Amitabhaya. Buddhaya Dharmaya Sanghaya. Is that a bit more comfortable? Certainly is for me. So, I like to feel when I'm dancing this dance that my whole being is made of light, radiating light, that the chakras in the palms of my hands are like light sources that I can paint with. So every movement makes a shape in light. So, maybe you can have a play and imagine that, or maybe you can even see it like that. So, our first movement is making a big circle, scooping up all of this infinite light and bringing it down through the crown, the throat, to the heart. So it looks like this. Om Namo Amitabhaya. Buddhaya Dharmaya Sanghaya. Let's do that again. Om Namo Amitabhaya. Buddhaya Dharmaya Sanghaya. And then we're going to open our hands and our arms wide. And we're going to just turn, radiating light, turning to the right. Om Namo, Om Namo, Om Namo Amitabhaya. And then stepping forward and scooping up light and bathing in it. Om Namo, Om Namo. Stepping back. Om Namo Amitabhaya. I'll just go through those movements again, because without Salik here, you'll have to remember the movements while I'm playing the guitar. So just for those of you who weren't there right at the start, Salik has gone to visit his father, who's not particularly well. But He'll be back on Sunday. But here we go. Scooping up, painting with light, making this big gathering of infinite light, bringing it down. The Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Om Namo Amitabhaya, Buddhaya, Dharmaya, Sanghaya. Om Namo Amitabhaya, Buddhaya, Dharmaya, Sanghaya. Now opening out wide and turning to the right, radiating. Om Namo, Om Namo, Om Namo Amitabhaya. Stepping forward. Om Namo, Om Namo. Stepping back. Om Namo Amitabhaya. So again, scooping up the light and bathing in it. So, on the one hand, we're calling on that light from outside us, scooping it up with our arms, bringing it down. And on the other hand, as I mentioned, we are beings made of light. We are illuminated souls. So let that light shine out through every pore of your being, through all of the energy centers, all up and down your spine. There are so many energy centers, the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet, even the light shining out of the ends of your hair. Let's just become fully illuminated as we dance with infinite light. So why not, just before we start, let's activate those chakras in the palms of the hands, rubbing the hands together. And when you start to feel a little bit of warmth, you can start to push and pull them a little bit. See if you can feel a bouncy ball of energy between your hands, just activating. Maybe you'll get a tingling in the center of your palms, or maybe there's a warmth or a bit of magnetic resistance feeling in there. And when you have that, or even if you just imagine that you have that, we can begin scooping up infinite light. Namo Amitabhaya. Just going to read a little bit from the Radiance Sutras. It's a really beautiful book. These are the conversations between Shiva and Shakti about the nature of existence. So just as you listen to my voice, just pay attention to your breath coming in and out. Just noticing the little activity of the air at the nostrils as the air is drawn into the body, and noticing the movement of the chest and the lungs and the belly. The air I am breathing was exhaled in ecstasy by an ancient sun. The air I am breathing was exhaled in ecstasy by an ancient sun. This earth I am standing on was born of cosmic fire. This earth I am standing on was born of cosmic fire. The blood flowing through my veins is as salty as the primordial ocean. The blood flowing through my veins is as salty as the primordial ocean. The space permeating my body is infinite as the space all around. The space permeating my body is infinite as the space all around. Above, below, to all sides, within, the elements of the universe are engaged in their ceremony of delight. Above, below, to all sides, within, the elements of the universe are engaged in their ceremony of delight. This is my religion. The attraction between suns is the same as the love pulsating in my heart. This is my religion. The attraction between suns is the same as the love pulsating in my heart. Shanti. Om 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 Shanti. So, let's try some movements with this if you choose. We're going to be walking to the right and then turning to the right, walking to the left and turning to the right, left. It's a beautiful practice when we're doing these peaceful walking meditations to imagine that every step is planting peace. And there's a famous, to us, quotation about the dances of universal peace, saying, they think we're about singing and dancing, but actually we're about world peace. As these movements and melodies bring our voices into harmony, even though we can't hear each other, we know that around the world our voices are harmonizing together. And our body movements are harmonizing together. Each one of us is coming into harmony with ourselves as we calm our breathing. Singing does that. And bring our bodies into present awareness. Dancing does that. And the more present and aware, the more harmonious we are, the more peace we are bringing to the earth by our very being, the more light, the more love, the more beauty we're sharing just by who we are. So there's also a partner part to this dance, so maybe make sure that you're on gallery view, or maybe more importantly still, inviting in a partner to dance with, somebody who could really benefit from a blessing of peace. You know, maybe it's some of the refugees that we've seen on our screens, or maybe it's some of the politicians, some of the people who are caught up in these situations on earth, or maybe it's a part of yourself that's really needing peace and harmony and love right now. So just welcome whichever guest shows up to dance with. So we've been walking this walk of peace. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. And then turning. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. And we take a bow towards the centre of our circle. And then we repeat all of that to the left, walking left. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. And turning left. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. Bowing to the centre of our circle. And this is where we call on a partner. So, you could invite somebody from the screen here. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. Or you could welcome in whoever comes. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. And then we're ready to start again, walking to the right. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. Turning to the right. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Namaste. Now calling on a partner. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. So if the turning's too much, you don't need to turn, just invite them in and dance with them. Let's walk again, walking this walk of peace. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om In the silence, let's breathe in peace, Shanti. Let's feel that quality of peace traveling on the breath. You can imagine how that looks or feels or sounds. This actual quality of breath infused with peace, this quality of peace traveling on the breath. As we breathe it in, we bathe the inside of our body. We massage all of our organs with peace. As we breathe out, this breath of peace travels through space, touching everyone it meets. Om Shanti 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 Om. So, as well as extending this quality of peace to our own selves, our inner worlds, and to the world around us, it's also traditional to offer this blessing of peace to those who have passed, who have left their bodies. And today is the anniversary of my father's passing, 4 years since he died. So he's been very present with me today. So I'd like to share with you a zikr. This zikr felt like it came to me as a gift from him the year after he died. I was on retreat on the anniversary of his death, so exactly this time. And I was talking to him, telling him I missed him and remembering him. And suddenly this zikr arrived. It was it really felt like it came as a gift from him, it arrived in one piece. And the story that this zikr tells really is about the paradox of our existence, our spiritual lives. We know that the reality is that there's no separation. We're all rays from the same light. There's nothing lost ever from the universe. And that separation is illusion, and yet that's not how it feels. Our physical bodies and our emotional and mental bodies feel the pain of separation and loss. So in this zikr we affirm no reality except unity. No God but God. And we also say Ishq Allah, Mabud Allah. God is love, lover, and beloved. La ilaha illallah, illallahu. Hu Allahu. It's easier to remember when I sing it. So just before we dance, I'm going to read these words from Hazrat Inayat Khan. I have loved in life, and I have been loved. My heart, a flame in love, set afire every heart that came in touch with it. My heart has been wounded and healed again. 1,000 deaths my heart has died, and thanks be to love, it lives yet. I wept in love and made all weep with me. And when my fiery glance fell on the rocks burst forth as volcanoes. The whole world sank in the flood caused by my one tear. And when I cried aloud the name of my beloved, I shook the throne of God in heaven. I bowed my head low, and on my knees I begged of love. Disclose to me thy secret. She took me gently by my arms and lifted me above the earth and spoke softly in my ear. My dear one, thou thyself art love, art lover, and thyself art the beloved whom thou hast adored. So we're going to be moving to the right, feeling the pull of the heart, feeling this yearning at the same time as we affirm no separation. Turning right. Now to the left. Turn left. And now we move forward, feeling this love, this longing. Ishq Allah Mabud Allah. Ishq Allah Mabud Allah. Stepping back, feeling the separation. Ishq Allah Mabud Allah. Stepping forward again. Ishq Allah Mabud Allah. And turning to the right. Experiencing this coming together and this separating. You know, it happens when we're born into this life and when we leave it, but it happens every time we come together with friends. We meet in passing and then separate again. Allow ourselves to feel this, this aching heart of ebbing and flowing of being. So And again, returning to our breathing. Every out-breath, letting go, a little loss, a little death. Every in-breath, a new gift of life. And we can place the zikr phrase on the breath, the fikr of the zikr. Breathing out, La ilaha, no God. Breathing in, Il Allahu, only this God. And here's some words I came upon in one of my notebooks. I'm fairly sure they're from Hazrat Inayat Khan, but I just wrote it down some time ago without writing who it was from. Been so touched by these recently. Diving deep into the terrifying ocean of no God. La ilaha. I come back with the pearl of everything is God. Breathing out, La ilaha. Diving deep into the terrifying ocean of no God. Breathing in, Il Allahu. Coming back with the pearl of everything is God. Ameen. And one more saying, the drop flung from a wave feels so alone until it remembers it is the sea. The drop flung from a wave feels so alone until it remembers it is the sea. So these practices, remembering that we are the sea, bringing back the pearl of everything is God. It's through this kind of remembrance that we can touch the peace, the perfect peace, the peace that passes all understanding. the peace which is not dependent on outer circumstances. Even when we are experiencing, as the drop does, that sense of feeling alone, the peace that comes from remembering that we are the sea. And this peace that is not dependent on external circumstances is the most powerful force there is. This is why Murshid Sam gave the translation for Allahu Akbar as peace is power. Allahu Akbar, God is great. God is greater than all our experience. And when we really know that, this inner peace that is undisturbed by no matter what's happening, enables this almighty power and strength. I think we all need some of this. In these times, it's so easy to be knocked off our centre. So easy to feel the circumstances around us which take away from our peace. So let's affirm the almighty peace, the powerful peace, not dependent on whatever circumstances we find ourselves in. Allahu Akbar. Ya Salam, O peace. So if you want to join me in these movements, either seated or standing, we're making a crescent with the heart, left to right as we step to the right, and then bowing. It's quite slow, it goes with the music like this. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Then we step backwards, releasing, composting, letting go of whatever is in the way of us, knowing this inner peace. Allahu. Then stepping forwards, and the arms come up in this gesture of strength. Akbar. And then And turning to the right and bowing, Ya Salam. Ya Salam. Let's try that again. So twice the crescent and the bow. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Stepping out, releasing. Allahu. Stepping forwards, arms coming up. Akbar. Ya Salam. Oh, peace. Allahu Akbar. So I'm feeling to close with another blessing of peace, a blessing that we can share with each other. Words in Aramaic, words of Jesus. He instructed his disciples to say this every time they came into somebody's house. Shalama Beta. Peace be on this house. Shalama Beta. Shalama. Peace. Beta. It's the word for house. It's the word for house in terms of family as well. So peace be on this family. Peace be on this community. And as we're wishing each other peace, this family here on the screen, this virtual family circle here, which some of us have been meeting together for a long time now, and some of us are newer, but these feelings of connection, and we're sending peace to that. And of course then also sending peace to your own families, your own communities, and to all of those wounded places, houses, buildings, families divided by war. Let's send this blessing of peace. To suggest that you just send these words of blessing, with whatever gestures work for you. Maybe we'll raise our hands at the screen towards each other, or send a blessing from the heart, or just however you feel moved to share this blessing of peace with each other. And if you can, maybe it's nice to turn on your camera just for this, so that we can be blessing each other's faces. If that's not okay, we'll just bless your names on the screen, or your photographs. That's also fine. Peace be on this community. Shalom, shalom. Sing in harmony. Shalom, shalom, Beta. Shalom, shalom, Beta. Shalom, shalom, Beta. Shalom, shalom. really concentrate now on our breath of peace, this blessing, Shalom Abeta, traveling on the breath, one breath encircling the globe, touching all of the places that need peace right now. And really that's all of the places. Shalom, Shalom Abeta, Shalom, Shalom Abeta, Shalom, Shalom Abeta, Shalom, Shalom Abeta. One more time. Shalom, Shalom Abeta, Shalom, Shalom Abeta, Shalom, Shalom Abeta, Shalom, Shalom Abeta. Dear friends, Shalom Abeta, Shalom, Shanti, Salam. Peace be with each one of you, with all of those you love, in all of your communities. Peace, peace, peace. Amen.